Hello everyone, welcome to New Wave classes for mathematics. This is your host Jatin. Today we are going to discuss about some of the equations which are not in the form of linear equations, or we can say which are not equations actually, or not linear equations, because the degree is not one. But still we can simplify them using the different methods which we have already discussed in this chapter of pair of linear equation in two variables, right? So this means we are going to discuss today about some of the equations which can be reduced to the form of pair of linear equation in two variables, right? So dear friends, let's start with one of the example which you can see on the board. This is an example given: 2 by x plus 3 by y equal to 30, and the second equation we have is 5 by x minus 4 by y equals to minus 2. If you see clearly, these are not the linear equations, because if you take these two variables in the numerator, the power of the variable becomes negative, and when the power becomes negative, it means it is not a linear equations. But these equations can be reduced in the form of pair of linear equations. And how we have to do? Let's just see the step first. Now, the first equation can be written in the form, if I take 2 outside, I can write 2 by x as 2 into 1 by x, and 3y as 3 into 1 by y. Right? Similarly, in the second equation, I can write 5 upon x equals to 5 into 1 by x, and 4 upon y can be written as 4 into 1 by y. Right? Now, if you see both the equations, what is common? The thing inside the variable is common in both the equations. So what we can do? We can just substitute these 1 by x and 1 by y equals to u and v. Right? So when we substitute this 1 by x equals to u and 1 by y equal to v, we get a new set of pair of linear equations in the form 2u plus 3v equal to 30, and 5u minus 4v equals to minus 12. Now this is actually the pair of linear equations in two variables, and we know how to simplify them. We can simplify them by either of the three algebraic methods, either by substitution method, either by elimination method, or by cross multiplication method. So when we substitute, let's try to substitute by elimination method. When we simplify these two equations using the elimination method, what is my step? So these were my original equations. From here I got this one, from here I got this one. After substituting the value 1 upon x equals to u and 1 upon y equals to y, what I get, this equation transformed into this one, and this equation transformed into this one. So it means I have the new set of equations at this third and the fourth one. Now what I do, I multiply the second equation by 4 and this fourth equation by 3. So what I am basically trying to do, I am trying to make the coefficients of b equal, because it's your choice. You can make any of the variables equal. Either you can take you can make the variable of u. You can make the coefficients of u as equal, or you can make the coefficients of v as equal. Why I have chosen here the coefficients of v to make equal? Because they have the opposite sign, and then what I can do, I can add the two equations, which is more easier than subtraction. So when I multiply, what I get, 4 into this complete equation, I get 8u plus 12v equal to 52, and this one becomes 15u minus 12v equal to minus 6. Now, as I said, I am going to add the two equations. So when I add two equations, what I get, this 15 plus 8 becomes 23u. These two cancels out because they are in opposite sign, 12v minus 12v, and equals to 46. So from here, I get the value of u as 2. Now, what I can do, I can just substitute the value of 2 in either of the two equations, and I can find the value of v. So when I put, what I get, 2 into 2 plus 3v equal to 13. So therefore, 4 plus 3v equals to 13, or we can say 3v is equal to 13 minus 4, and v is equal to 9 by 3, that is 3. So these are the values of u and v, but these are not the things which we required at the moment, because in the original equations we had x and y. We have transformed to find u and v. Now our next motive is to find the value of x and y. So we can just substitute the value of u and v in the relations which we have supposed. Here we have supposed 1 by x is equal to u. So what I write, therefore 1 by x is equal to 2. Therefore x becomes 1 by 2 after cross multiplication method, right? And then 1 by y is equal to 3. Therefore y becomes 1 by 3. So this is the way we can simplify those equations also which are not originally in the form of linear equations, but we can transform them and then we can simplify and find the variable. Let's take some of the questions from the exercise 3.6. So if we take the questions from 3.6, let's take the second part of the first question. Now the second part of the first question is given as 2 by root x plus 3 upon root y equals to 2. 2 by root x plus 3 upon root y is equal to 2. And the second equation here, I have 4 by root x minus 9 by root y is equal to minus 1. So this is my second equation. So we are starting, this is exercise 3.6. Now, what is the next step? We have to just write these equations in this form. I can write this as 2 into 1 by root x plus 3 into 1 by root y is equal to 2. And the second equation can be written as 4 upon 1 by root x minus 9 upon 1 by root y is equal to minus 1. So this is the way, this will be our first step to write the equation in this form. Now what? See, if you see clearly in both equations, the brackets are common. So what we can do? We can suppose let 1 by root x is equal to u and 1 by root y is equal to v. Instead of u and v, you can take other variables also. You can take p and q. You can take v and w also. That is your choice, right? So now these equations will be transformed, and when I transform, what I get? This 1 by root x, instead of this I will write u, so I get 2u plus 3v is equal to 2, and the next equation is 4u minus 9v is equal to minus 1. So these were my original two equations. After substituting the value, I get these two equations. Now these are in the form of pair of linear equation in two variable. So what we can do? We can just simplify. It's very easy. We can multiply the third equation by 3. So I write 2u plus 3v equal to 2. I multiply this equation by 3, and the other equation, that is 4u minus 9v equal to minus 1 by 1. So what will happen? Because multiplication, the coefficients of v will become equal, and then we can add the two equations because the signs are different. So when I multiply, I get this will be 6u plus 9v equal to 6, and then 4u minus 9v equals to minus 1. We cancel it out. This is 10u is equal to 5. Therefore, the value of u comes out to be 1 by 2. Now, what is the next step? We have to find the value of v. So we substitute the value of u in either of the two equations. That is, we can either put in the third equation or in the fourth equation. So when I substitute the value of u in this third equation, what I get? This is 2 into 1 by 2 plus 3v is equal to 2. Now this cancels. So what I am left with is 1 plus 3v equals to 2. Therefore 3v is equal to 1. This means I get the value of v is 1 by 3. Now again, sometimes what happens, students stop at this point because they think they have to just find the value of u and b, but they forgot in the original equation we did not have u and b, we had x and y. So our next step would be to find the value of x and y, right? So what we can do, we can just substitute the value of u and b in the relation which we have supposed. So now 1 by root x was equal to u, and u is 1 by 2, so 1 by root x is equal to 1 by 2. This means root x equals to 2. If you cross multiply these two, you get root x equals to 2. Now, what I have to do? I have to find the value of x, not root x. So it means I have to square the both sides. So when I square both sides, what I get, x equals to 4, right? Similarly, what I can do, I can put 1 by root y equal to 1 by 3. This means root y is equal to 3 and the value of y comes out to be 9, right? So this is the way we can simplify those equations which are not exactly in the beginning, which were not in the form of linear equations, but we have transformed. Let's take one more question from the exercise. I take the fourth part now. Now in the fourth part, what is given? 5 upon x minus 1 plus 1 upon y minus 2 equals to 2. This is my first equation. And the second one is 6 upon x minus 1 minus 3 upon y minus 2 equals to 1. This is my second equation. Now, next step is to write in the, we take this 5 as common and then we write this 5 upon x minus 1 plus 1 upon 1 into y minus 2 equals to 2. And then the second equation can be written as 6 into 1 upon x minus 1 minus 3 into 1 upon y minus 2. Now we can see clearly that in both the equations the brackets are equal, so we can suppose them to some variable, right? So I suppose let 1 upon x minus 1 equals to p and 1 upon y minus 2 equals to q. So these are the two things I suppose. Substitute the value now. So the new equations which I get is 5p plus 1q is q only is equal to, this is my third equation, and then the other one would be 6p minus 3q is equal to 1. You have to be very careful while you are forming the equations. A single mistake can spoil whatever you have done, right? So the next step is to simplify the two equations by any of the method which you like, which you find easier. You can apply substitution, you can apply cross multiplication. I find elimination method most easier, so I will be doing the elimination method for all the questions. Now what I do, I multiply the third equation by 3, multiply the third equation by 3 and then again add these two. So when I multiply, what I get 15p plus 3q equals to 6. 15p plus 3q equals to 6. And the second equation is 6p minus 3q equals to 1. Again, I add the both equations. This q cancels, 3q cancel. What I have here is 21p and equals to 7, which gives me the value of p as 1 by 3, right? Now, next step is to find the value of q. So I substitute the value of p in the third equation. So therefore, 15 into 1 by 3 plus q is equal to 2. So this cancels. I get 5. So therefore 5 plus q is equal to 2. And I get the value of q as 2 minus 3. So 2 minus 5 is minus 3. I think I have missed something. Let me check it out. There is a slight mistake in the after the substitution. This is not 15 actually. this is 1 and this is 5p, so I just got mistaken with this 15p, so this is 5 into 1 by 3, right? So what I get? 5 by 3 plus q equals to 2. So after we substitute the value, so this is 5 by 3 plus q equal to 2, therefore q is equal to 2 minus 5 by 3. So now what we have to do, whenever there is a fraction in any of the numbers you are solving, then you have to take the LCM, right? So we take the LCM. So after taking the LCM and simplifying, you get q equals to 1 by 3. So these are the values of p and q, but this is not the final answer because in the beginning we were having x and y. So our next step is to find the value of x and y. So what we do, we substitute the value of p and q in the relations which we have supposed. Now 1 upon x minus 1 was equal to p and the value of p is 1 by 3. So therefore 1 upon x minus 1 equals to 1 by 3. Now we cross multiply these, and after cross multiplying we get x minus 1 equals to 3. Therefore x equals to, this minus 1 goes there and we get x equals to 4. Right? Next, and 1 upon y minus 2 is equal to again 1 by 3. Again we cross multiply, we get y minus 2 is equal to 3 and we get the value of y as 5. So this is the value of x and y, right? Let's take one more question from the exercise. Now if we see the sixth part of this exercise, this is, the sixth part is given as 6x plus 3y equal to 6xy, and then we have 2x plus 4y equals to 5xy. So these are the two equations. If you see carefully, this is exactly, if you see, this is not a linear equation, and again the powers are not negative, right? The powers are positive here. So we can say it is not exactly a linear equation, but it is a quadratic equation. You must be thinking how, if you see there are two variables x and y, and when we find the degree, so whatever the variables are there, if they are together, we add their powers. So basically this is a quadratic equation, right? But we cannot simplify this quadratic equation the way we require. So what we have to do, we have to transform it. Now how we transform? Let's see this. If you get this thing, the first step would be to divide the whole equation by xy. So what we do? Divide equation 1 and 2 by xy. Right? So when we divide both the sides by xy, what I get? So I write 6x upon xy, I write 3y upon xy, I write 6xy upon xy. Now here x cancels, here y cancels, here both xy cancels. So what I am left with is, I am left with a 6 by y plus 3 by x equals to 6. So this is my new equation. I write here as 3. Similarly, the second one, this is 2x upon xy plus 4y upon xy equals to 5xy upon xy. Right? So what I do? I cancel x here, I cancel y here, I cancel xy both here, and the equation transforms into 2 by y plus 4 by x equals to 5. This is my fourth equation. Now this is exactly the case which we have discussed. If you see, if you remember the example which we have discussed, in the example also the denominators were x and y only. So what is the next step? The next step is again to substitute the value for 1 by x and 1 by y. So what I suppose, let 1 by x equals to, say we can take it as p, and 1 by y equals to q. Now be very careful because first is y, then it is x. So don't get confused. This will be 6 by, this is 6 into 1 upon y. So this becomes, so third equation transforms into 6q plus 3p equal to 6. This is my fifth equation. And similarly, when I transform this, I get it as, that is the fourth one will be changing into something like this, 2q plus 4p equals to 5. Now, again, the next step is to simplify the two equations. So what we can do, just apply any of the method which you like the best and then find the value of p and q. Right. So what we do, I apply the method of elimination and just multiply the equation 6 by 3. I am multiplying this equation by 3. So what it gives me, basically I am this time making the coefficients of q equal. So this is 6q plus 3p equal to 6. And when I multiply the whole equation by 3, what I get? This is 6q plus 12p equal to 15. Now in this case, since the signs are same, so I will have to subtract. If the signs would have been different, I would add them. So now I subtract these two equations, changing the signs. This 6q cancels. What I have here, this is minus 9p equals to minus 9. This negative sign cancels and p is 1. Right? So this is the value of p. I substitute the value of p here in any of the equations. So therefore 2q plus 4 into 1 equals to 5. Therefore 2q is equal to 5 minus 4. So 2q is equal to 1. Therefore q is equal to 1 by 2. So these are the values of p and q. Now the next step is to find the value of x and y. So what I do, I just substitute the value of x and y. The substitution was this thing. So therefore 1 upon x is p, that is 1. So obviously x is also equal to 1. And 1 by y is equal to 1 by 2. That was the value of q. So this means y equals to 2. So let's take one more question from the exercise. Let's take the last part of this exercise. This not exercise, but the first question of this exercise. Similarly, you can do all the other parts also which are given in the exercise. Now the last part is given to us as 1 upon 3x plus y plus 1 upon 3x minus y equals to 3 by 4. This is my first equation. Then I write 1 upon 2 into 3x plus y minus 1 upon 2 into 3x minus y equals to minus 1 by, this is my second equation. Now the first step is to check the common thing. What is there? There is no number in the first equation, but in the second equation there is a number in the denominator. So how we can write this? So I just rewrite this again. I can write it as 1 by 2 into 1 upon 3x plus y, and this thing is minus 1 by 2 into 1 upon 3x minus y equals to minus 1 by 2. Right? Now you can see these are common things. So what is the next step? We suppose these things is u and v. Let 1 upon 3x plus y equals to u and 1 upon 3x minus y equals to v. So now the equations transform something. The first one will be, the first one changes to u plus v equals to 3 by 4. Now this is the fraction. So what we can do? This can be cross multiplied. So what I get? 4u plus 4v equal to 3. This will be my third equation, right? Now similarly for the second one, this will be 1 by 2u. The second one transforms into 1 by 2u minus 1 by 2v equals to minus 1 by 8. So if we multiply all the three terms by 8, because 8 is the LCM, so what I get here, I get it as 4u minus 4v equals to minus 1. This is my fourth equation. Now you can see in both the two equations, the coefficients are equal. So either I can add them or subtract them. That is my choice. So if I add them, the variable of the v cancels out because they have the opposite sign. So what I do, I just add the two equations. This is 4u plus 4v equal to 3. 4u minus 4v equals to minus 1, right? Now when I add these two, this cancels. This is 8u equals to 2. Therefore the value of u comes out to be 1 by 2. Next is to find the value of v. So we can substitute the value of u in either of the two equations, that is the third or fourth one. Right? So I substitute the value of u in the, let's put it in the third equation. So I have therefore 4 into 1 by 2 plus 4v is equal to 3. Now this cancels. Therefore 2 plus 4v is equal to 3. 4v is equal to 1, therefore v is equal to 1 by 4. So these are the values of u and v, but this is not the thing which we require. We require the values of x and y. So what we can do, these were our substitution. So this means 1 upon 3x plus y is 1 by 2. This gives me another equation, that is 3x plus y equals to 2. This will be my fifth equation, right? And 1 upon 3x minus y is equal to v, so there is 1 by 4. This means 3x minus y is equal to 4. This is my sixth equation. Now again I have not got the value of x and y. So what I have to do? I have got two equations. I have to simplify the two equations again by any of the three methods. So I simply, what I can do? Just apply the elimination method. Variables are equal, so I can just cancel out by elimination method. This is 6x is equal to 6. Therefore, x equals to 1. Right? And when I substitute the value of x in the first equation, so I get 3 into 1 plus y equals to 2. So I get y equals to minus 1. Right? So this was all about the equations which can be reduced in the form of pair of linear equation in two variable. Right? So rest of the parts you can do it yourself. This is all about this lecture. Thanks for watching. If you're not understood, try to watch it again. Right? And make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Right? So this is your host signing off. Goodbye and take care.